So Tyson Fury has postponed his fight with Oleksandr Usyk for the second time. And I understand that this may have been an accident. It, may be completely legit. But what is it about getting this man, who's the heavyweight champion of the world, in a fucking ring against a worthy opponent that is so fucking difficult? People can hone in on this one incident and say, oh, this is different. Yeah, but it's all the fucking time, man. Postman fucking delivers the post. Gas split, I thought to your gas suit. What is it about being heavyweight champion of the world that makes it so hard to defend your fucking title? I don't know. But I cannot wait until this man is no longer the heavyweight champ. And it's not because of personal issues when he was being a fucking arsehole that was on that podcast. By the way, one of the best interviews in boxing in the last 10 years, because not enough of these lads get fucking called out for cherry picking, because it happens in all fucking weight classes, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm giving myself credit. Nay fucker else will. Honestly, I was half expecting this. I literally didn't put my prediction video out because I was hearing, as we all were, that Fury was getting decked in sparring, which is kind of the part of the problem here with the fucking injury he's got, and Usyk was on a mad one, killing everyone in sparring. Everything was pointing to the final day where Fury gets what's fucking coming to him, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to wait until the week before because I don't trust this man. And why would I? Like, why would anyone? You know he's lying when his lips are moving. And now we're all supposed to feel sorry for him because this is a legitimate injury. And it's like, yeah, all right, I get that this could be legitimate, but it's like the boy who cried wolf at this point. He never wanted this fight from the get-go. So now when he pulls out for a legitimate reason, we're like, oh, this has just been fucking coming, hasn't it?
Usyk ain't on the list. He's a no-name. No one's interested and it doesn't make any money. So what would I want to fight him for?
Been making fucking excuses from day one about Usyk because he's all wrong for him. He's the worst possible matchup for him. So of course people are going to be skeptical of Fury here. Let's be honest. Fury has a history of talking bollocks. Oh, I'm going to donate me Deontay Wilder purse to charity. Still waiting on that. Imagine saying you're going to donate money to charity and not doing it. That's fucking mental, that, like. Because to me, donating money to charity is one of the nicest things you can do, right? It's a very honourable act, and especially as the heavyweight champion. And if he did it, I'd give him all the fucking credit in the world. But to say you're going to do that and to then just be like, yeah, but I don't really care about the starving kids anymore because I do want that Lamborghini. It's mental. Like, you're expecting us to believe anything you ever say again after that alone. That's just one thing, by the way. Oh, there's more. And now you never see him out of Versace. Watch that fucking reality TV show. The fucking bed sheets are fucking Louis Vuitton, the lot. What about the time he got popped for nandrolone? Oh, we're not supposed to talk about that, are we? Oh, it was wild boar. Yeah, sure it was. It's in great shape out there, money. Beats Klitschko without really hurting Klitschko at all, by the way. He just outpointed him. He didn't, like, hammer him. And Klitschko, as we've seen, was actually starting to land towards the end of that fight. And if he'd fought again, maybe the fight could have gone a different way. But in the words of Kanye West, another bullshitter, I guess we'll never know. Because Fury didn't want that fucking rematch. He wanted to go and see strippers and get fat, which, as fun as that is, it's not the behaviour of a heavyweight champion of the world, is it? And that's what I'm fucked off about. This bloke is a nightmare of a champion. He is not good for boxing. Good for boxing is saying the best fight the best. And with this man, it's proven to be almost impossible. He then uses AJ's defeats against Ruiz and Usyk as an excuse to never have to fight AJ because he's lost before. Is that champion-like behaviour? Oh, but no, you've never beat Ruiz and Usyk either, so that proves nothing, mate. Oh, all right then. I will make the AJ fight, yeah, and it's going to be free TV and free tickets for the British public. Bro, this man never stops lying. And now you're going to get offended when we question you about a fucking cut. Can you blame me? Then he says, all right, we'll make the AJ fight, but you've got until 4 o'clock Friday to make the deal. Well, of course it's not going to happen. And he tries the same shit on Usyk. Funny old thing, Derek Chisora didn't get any deadlines. Weird that, innit? God forbid he actually gets in there with a live dog. The same Derek Chisora, who he'd already beaten twice, and Chisora, bless him, it's gotten worse since then. I mean, he'd lost 3 out of his last 4 fights ahead of the Tyson Fury fight. There was no reason whatsoever to make that fight. And yet he sold it to the British public as, well, we've never seen a trilogy. We don't need one. You fucking destroyed him twice, mate. You probably expend more energy taking the dog for a walk. It's the easiest possible matchup in the history of boxing for you. And then when we're all wondering, why the hell have you not fought Usyk yet? He takes a fight against Francis Ngannou, a man who'd had a total of 0 boxing matches before. Heavyweight champion of the world. People compared it to Floyd Mayweather fighting Conor McGregor. Floyd Mayweather had fucking retired. He didn't have any belts to hold up. He wasn't holding up a division. He had every right to go and make a money fight. When you're the champion, you're supposed to behave like one. And again, he doesn't. So after the Ngannou fight, fights made. Then they finally make the Usyk fight by giving him so much money he couldn't possibly refuse it. And he tells us it's December. It's got to be December. That's when it's booked for. And if Usyk doesn't get in there in December, he's getting sued. Well, that's sorted then. Guaranteed. December it is. Fury then goes in there against Francis Ngannou, gets beat up by a guy with 0 boxing fights, gets out the ring and goes, well, I hope you have a good Christmas and I'll see you in the new year. The man doesn't care what he says to any of you. You can be a fan of Fury, but just know he's lying to your face whenever he feels like it. And just when it seems like we're finally going to get the fight, the rumours start in training. Tyson Fury getting roughed up, dropped by multiple sparring partners, and on the contrast to that, Usyk looking fantastic, like an absolute savage, primed and ready to go. And a lot of people were fully expecting Fury and not Usyk to be inevitably pulled out of this fight, and lo and behold, it happens. No one was fucking surprised. Now, that doesn't mean that the injury isn't real, but we all thought it was coming, man. So it's hard to have sympathy when you're just like, oh, fucking hell, man, this shit again. So let's take a look at the incident. Fury's obviously tussling here on the inside with his opponent, who cracks him with what looks like an elbow. I mean, this is filmed on a fucking potato. How on earth are we in 2024 and the camera quality be this bad? Because honestly, this footage proves absolutely nothing. That doesn't mean I think this is a lie. It's probably true. But if they wanted to fake this, it would have been very easy, because there's nothing about this that's convincing. And as Carl Froch said in his video, you've had all the rumours of you looking terrible in sparring, sloppy, right? And then we see a clip of you, ironically, looking sloppy. The guy's getting in on the inside, you're not keeping him on the end of your jab, you're not looking razor sharp like you should be looking 2 weeks out, and the guy cracks you with an elbow. You're not wearing your face guard protector. This is the biggest payday of your entire life. Biggest fight of your life. And Carl Froch said, these things just don't happen on the mega fight scale that we're on here. People are using examples like, well, it happened to George Foreman 50 fucking years ago. Is that the example we're using? Yeah, cuts can happen, but at this mega fight scale, everything should be treated with a bit more fucking care, surely. I understand you need intense sparring towards a fight, but you also need to know who the fuck you're in there with, and that they're smart and sharp enough to know to not fucking smash you in the fucking eye with an elbow. This is the sparring partner that you chose. You chose not to wear the face guard protector. There is some responsibility on Fury for this stupidity. As much as I accept, accidents do happen. It's rare for a fight like this to be called off this close for that. And ironically, this happened about 10 years ago to David Haye when he was supposed to fight Tyson Fury. And let's look at how much empathy Fury gave to David Haye. He's very understanding.
I myself suffered a cut a week before the fight, and did I not hear the end of it?
I smell pussy. Is that you, Dave? I smell pussy. Is that you, David?
To this day, I still hear, you only got cut because you didn't want to fight him, you're scared. I actually remember at the time thinking, I hope one day before one of his big fights, he has to suffer this, so he's been that much of a dick about it. And here we are.
You all laughed at me. Well, who's laughing now? This is David Haye having his moment right now. And fuck me, I don't blame him. So when you consider the magnitude of this fight, I mean, the trailer alone must have cost a fucking £1 million, for Christ's sake. You had half the Fury family in it. It's a huge fight, and it's not the same as a random guy getting a cut in the gym. Like this, you have to take this far more seriously and play this more carefully. And as you can see with that sparring footage, it's not been done. It's sloppy. Now, some people have theorized that the reason for this is that Tyson Fury needed more time. We all seen how shit he looked against Francis Ngannou, and physically he did not look in great shape at all. Big John was immediately being very vocal about how the training camp got it wrong, how his strength and conditioning program looked wrong, and that he needed more time to pack muscle on. And it would appear that he has actually managed to do that, judging by the picture that he's posted of himself. Now, look, he's holding his gut in there, he's got his arms around his belly, but he does look better. And you would have to wonder how a man who previously tested positive for nandrolone is now gaining muscle and losing fat at the age of 36, who has continuously been training. Now, there's a fair chance that Fury's injury is completely genuine, his transformation is completely genuine, just good old-fashioned, say your prayers, take your vitamins, just like Hulk Hogan did, a good hard work. But who would fucking blame us from questioning it after everything we've been talking about in this video? Probably Tyson Fury, because he's just such a good bloke, isn't he? Oh, he really fed those kids. So luckily, His Excellency has returned to save the day once again and rescheduled the fight.
18th of May, we will have Tyson, Usyk, Tyson. If someone's scared, if Usyk's scared, I will call for Joshua Tyson. If Tyson's scared, I will call for any fighters Usyk want, and it is in my name, this thing.
I fucking love this guy, He's just like everything that boxing has needed. We finally got someone to sort this shit out. Yes, His Excellency. So look, I'm gonna give Fury the benefit of the doubt on this one. But as I've said, who can fucking blame people for being skeptical here? I think that the injury is genuine. I think he should have been a bit more careful. But shit happens, right? I think we've got to accept this. So for this one, I'm actually going to say I think he's telling the truth, Fury. Hopefully he got to the end of the video before. See, Fury, I've sided with you. Does happen sometimes. Fuck me, I'm just as surprised as you are. So from his massiveness to his excellency, especially, I got to say a big thank you to you, bro. What a guy. You've saved boxing. I do believe that this fight will finally happen. And for now, I guess we've just got to look forward to AJ versus Ngannou, which is going to be fucking fireworks. And ironically, that fight now being before Fury Usyk kind of gives us an idea of where Fury's level could be by how we've seen AJ, and I know boxing isn't always like 1 + 1 = 2, because, you know, rock, paper, scissors is a better analogy in my opinion for boxing, but we know AJ lost to Usyk twice and got pretty schooled in both of those. So if he goes and batters Ngannou after battering Wallen, there's two fighters immediately that Fury struggled with, and AJ's made it look comfortable, if that happens. And that could give us an indicator on how we think Usyk Fury goes. So that's all for today. Don't forget to hit the like button. And before I go, the podcast is back this week. I've got a very good boxing man on the show. It's one of Mike Tyson's old sparring partners. You're gonna love this story. It's a fucking great one. And it also includes the Fury family, because he's calling out Big John Fury. You're going to love it. Don't forget to hit that like button. Stay subscribed to the Pain Game YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.